Okay, well, this is the instructions for the video project. Just want to make sure this is very clear. This is in your packet on page 7. I also have probably put this link right above or below this video on my Moodle page. And so on page 7 we've got this. Now you should know your topics, and once again, you can have someone be in the role of cameraman, producer, this person can introduce the topic. So you introduce the topic, this person can be asking the questions and filming it. You guys are going to figure out how to divide it up. So if you have 2 characters that you're having in this discussion, you can have 3 people in the group. If you have 3 characters, you can have 4 people in the group. You don't need that. You can have, if you want to be a Dr. Jekyll, you could be 1 character and do, 1 person and do 3 if you wanted. But actually, 1 student did do that last year. But anyway, so what you want to do is you want to write out your script, make sure you know basically what your topic is. Please email me if you have a question about what is the topic. What are the things that they'll have in common? Because I have very specific things in mind, right? If you're doing Emmeline Pankhurst and Simone de Beauvoir, 2 women from 2 different periods, this should be a discussion about women and the opportunities that women have in the 19th century versus the 20th century, the challenges that women face in the 19th century versus the 20th century. That's what you want to be getting across. So it's informative for your audience because you're all going to be watching each other's to learn, hopefully, a lot of stuff. Definitely let me know if you have any questions about what you should be discussing. You need to write a script, and this is happening, as I note, this is happening somewhere. It's happening after these people's lives, so they have lived, and so they can know everything. Everything is known now in perspective, so you could have a discussion. Well, now, if you know now what you know, do you still agree? Would you do it all as the same? You could have that discussion maybe to end your conversation. And as I know, this is happening in heaven or hell or purgatory or one of these places. And so the discussion should begin with an introduction, and the introduction should say who these people are and what their chief accomplishments are, right? So this person did this, this is what they did, a couple, a sentence or 2 sentences explaining them, 3 sentences, and this person did this. This should not be more than, I say 30 to 45-second introduction, no more than a minute, and it should not be boring. These are the key things. John Locke did this and this. These are just key ideas. Hobbes did this and this. These are his key ideas. And then let's go and have the discussion. Or maybe leave the key ideas for the discussion and just to introduce the characters. Oh, he's a political philosopher in the 17th century. And he's also political philosophy in the 17th century. And let's see what they have to say. So your introduction can be very short if you leave the content for the discussion. So it doesn't you have some flexibility, and then you want to have your discussion. The whole thing should not be more than 3.5 minutes. It shouldn't be too boring. So if you're going over 4, edit it down. Try to find the good, interesting questions, the ones that people will find interesting and informative, right? So if you're doing one about art, then make sure you're having the people talk about, oh well, I'm a Renaissance artist. These are the types of this is what Renaissance art is like, and oh, I'm an artist in the late 19th century. This is what's going on in art at the time. So make sure it's informative. Okay, so let's go to what you do. When you're done, you need to upload it onto YouTube. So let's see how this is done. And so this is my computer here, you see. So up here in the right-hand corner, as you can see, there is a sign in. You want to go there where it says sign in. Okay, now I have a username and password. It is on that page 7 of the packet. And so you can look right down here. there is the user up that way. There is username and password in this information right here. So the username is APEuro, APEuro ND, and the password is Napoleon 1812. Of course, the year that Napoleon invades Russia and is turned back, right? The disastrous winter of 1812. Okay, so we're logged in. Now what do? We need to go to the top of the page up here where it says upload, and we click that magic button, and we now will be able to upload. Find your video and follow the instructions. So what you do is you click right here, this yellow button where it says upload video, and click that, and then here's my options. I need to find my video wherever it's saved on your computer and just go through the process, okay? You're going to have to click a couple more buttons, but it shouldn't be too much. Now, if everyone's doing this at midnight on Saturday night, there might be some problems. So don't everyone wait till midnight, right? As soon as you're done, just start doing this. And once again, it's not immediately going to show up on the internet. So on Sunday, I'm going to go through and I'm going to look at what showed up because I can log into the file or into this account. And so I'll make sure that yours is there. So please go through this process and put it on APEuro ND. I'm going to put links on Moodle so that everyone can see everyone else's. And maybe you guys will grade it. I don't know. Good luck with that. Do not spend hours and hours. Once again, the best movies of the year are not the giant Michael Bay action films. You should just have a good discussion. It should be informative, and you should learn something from it, and hopefully others will as well.